Hey everyone, how you all doing? This is your girl Sandra D. Hope you're all doing well. I am fine, just giving God thanks and praise for yet another day and for His goodness, for His grace, for His mercies towards me. You know, I always start my videos by giving God thanks and praise because I am and I can do nothing without my God. And I just want to share with you tonight. I hope all my destiny achievers are doing fantastic, that you're still pushing, that you're still enduring. I hope you're staying focused and consistent with your plans and activating your purpose. Okay? I am super excited for where God is about to take you. So today I want to talk to you about overcoming struggles. Now, there's some of us that, going through life, and Roman Keaton sing this song and he penned the words by saying, life is a roller coaster. You just gotta ride it. And you have to get to the place where you know that there will be good times, there will be bad times. There will be times when you're up on the mountain and there will be times when you're down in the valley. But there are three things that I stay focused with and I be consistent about when it comes to myself, when it comes to me facing opposition, when it comes to me going through a difficult time or facing challenges in my life. And the first one is I never, ever feel sorry for myself. Why? Because I believe there is purpose in everything I do, in everything I face. There is a purpose, there is a reason behind it. And I always try to see the good in any bad situation. I'm someone that I always say, okay, God, what is it that you want me to learn in this situation? And as you go through life and as you face things, you have to get to the place, because within everything, there is a reason, there is a purpose. And when you get to understand that reason or that purpose why you had to go through that situation, remember, Joseph had to go through being hated by his brothers. He had to go through being thrown in a pit, sold into slavery, going into Potiphar's house that his wife could lie on him. He had to endure going into prison in order to reach the palace. There is purpose in everything. Sometimes you may not see it straight away. Sometimes you may not understand. But you have to get to the place where you don't feel sorry for yourself. Because Joseph got to the place where when he finally faced his brothers, when they ran out of food and they had to come to Egypt to get food, and when he saw them, he had feelings. But the Bible said, when after revelation came to him, and I'm paraphrasing here, he said that Joseph said to his brother, what you meant for bad, God meant for good. So at the end of the day, there is always good. No matter how the situation gets dark, no matter how the situation gets hard, there is good within it. You have to learn to see beyond what's in front of you. That's number one. Number two, embrace your pain. Embrace your pain. Some of us, when we are going through things, we want to quit. Some of us, when we're going through things, we don't want to finish anymore. It hurts. It's like telling yourself you're going to become healthy and you're going to start working out. But the first couple of days when you start to do your exercises, your muscles sore, your joints start to ache, and you give up. But if you endure through the pain, if you push, at the end of it, it gets easier. And I just want to encourage someone to learn to embrace your pain. Learn to push through the pain. Find a way to go through it. Encourage yourself and say, no matter what I'm going through, I will not die. No matter what I'm going through, I will not quit. I will not give up on myself. Because it's okay when someone else don't believe in you. But you have to believe in yourself. You have to be your biggest cheerleader. You have to be the one that you will look in the mirror and say, well done, girl. I'm so proud of you. I tell myself every day how beautiful I am. I tell myself every day I am powerful. I am a woman of influence. I am a woman of purpose, a woman of good character. I speak and I encourage myself, and I tell myself how much I love myself. Because the Bible tells me that Jesus commands us that we should love our neighbors as ourselves. And if you look into that verse, it says, love your neighbor as yourself. When you flip that or you reverse it, what it's basically saying, you have to love yourself first in order to love your neighbor, because you cannot give what you don't have. But you have to learn to push through your pain. When you embrace it, when you embrace and know, you know what, there's sacrifices that have to be made. I'm going to have to go through some late nights. Yes, I'm going to lack sleep, but it's okay. I might have a bit of headache, but it's okay. Or I'm going to go on a detox diet because I want my body to be healthy. And okay, I can't eat the foods that I love anymore. I can't do the things that I want to do anymore. I can't be around the people that I want to be around anymore. So you end up in isolation, but everything in its time and in its season, because there is a reward at the end of it. That's number 2. Number 3, get excited. Get excited about where you're going. But in order to get excited about where you're going, you have to embrace and be excited about where you're at. Recognize who you are, the place you're in, and recognize where God is taking you. Because everything is a process. Get excited. We all go through struggles. We all go through issues. And yes, I don't know your pain and you don't know mine. I think if we were to have a party and we should start talking about the things what we've been through, we would all be surprised to say, girl, did you go through that? But you know what? God is good. God is faithful. He's kept us. And experience is what shapes us. It's important, and I strongly believe this, for us to go through situations, for us to face challenges, because I think, one, we will appreciate our success. We won't waste it. It's like working for your money. When you know how hard you have to work in order to achieve your pay or your wages, you won't squander it. You won't take it and just throw it out there and buy anything and have nothing to show for what you work really hard for. So you will appreciate it. You will use it wisely. So you have to learn how to embrace pain. You have to get excited about your prospect, where God is taking you, what is about to happen, because your future is bright. Get excited about how much you're going to make a difference in someone's life. I remember when I started my journey, of becoming a motivational speaker, I struggled. And the one thing I realized is that, and this is my fourth point, do not compare yourself to no one. We are all unique in our own way. You have the sun and the moon, they both give light. It might be different brightness or different shade of light, but they both give light. And they both stand in their place and in the time and the season that they're meant to be there. So at the end of the day, we all have our own purpose. We all have our own place. It doesn't matter if there's 100 motivational speakers. Know who you are. Stand in your truth. You are unique. You are special. You've got something to give. And we all have a different strategy. We all have a different way that we deliver. Yes, we have our own audience. Because people will, be attracted to you for different reasons. Do not compare yourself with no one. You are special just the way God made you. When you read Jeremiah 1, and the scripture said God called Jeremiah. And when Jeremiah said to him, but I'm only a child, he said, no, don't say that. Because I knew you before you were conceived in your mother's womb, and I ordained you a prophet. So you have a purpose. There's some of you, you feel it stirring within you. There's things that you need to say. There's things that you need to do, but you're scared or you're losing courage. But I'm here to encourage you. Be courageous. Be of good courage. Even though, and courage doesn't mean that you don't sometimes fear, but feel the fear and do it anyway. You have to stand up before your maker one day and explain what you did with your life. You can't say because someone made me feel bad about myself, I decide I won't do that. No, you've got a place on this earth. Stand in your position. Do not allow no one to move you. Do not let the naysayers nigga in your ear and cause you to lose confidence within yourself. If God says that you can, then you can. He said in his word that you can do all things through Christ. What we have to remember is not within our power, but is in the power of God. It's not within our intellect, but it's in the wisdom of God. So we have to remember when we stand, we're not standing in our own strength. We're standing in the power and the might of God. And when we open our mouth and we empower someone, we're giving them the tools to unlock the potential that's within them so they can reach and access the resources that they need to fulfill their purpose. At the end of the day, we all have a purpose. You can overcome your struggles, and you will overcome your struggles. Tell yourself, I can. Tell yourself, I will. Tell yourself, I must. When you give yourself too much choices, that's when you procrastinate. Tell yourself, I have no choice but to become who God created me to be. And watch God develop you. Remember, within you, when he knew you before you were conceived in your mother's womb, and within you, he planted a seed. And that seed has the potential to become a tree that will bear fruits. And from that tree that will bear fruits comes the potential to develop a forest. That means you can develop nations, community, a country. You can become global. The only person that can stop you is you. Know who you are. You are unique. You are different. You are super special. And I believe in you. So go out there, stand in your truth, and become who you're destined to be. This is your girl, Sandra D. I hope you were blessed, and I'm looking forward to hear your stories. I am looking forward to hear your stories. Let me journey with you. Have a fantastic day. Be blessed, and remember, we're still in a global pandemic. So please, follow guidelines. Wear your mask, wash your hands, keep your distance. See you soon. Bye-bye.